Guys, the Chickens here, bringing you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, first off, we have this January on Boom Beach. Let's go ahead and start with this. There's nothing crazy we got going on there. Okay, we're gonna tap to unmute, and do we have the sound? Looks like we do. This is my first time seeing this. Lasertrons. I missed everything else. All right, so we got Lasertrons. Cool. January 4th to the 6th. That's gonna be happening in a few days. All guns prototype defenses. So Doom Cannons, the Flotsam, or not the Flotsam, whatever those things are called. Warrior Troop Mania. Woohoo, everyone very excited, Warrior Troop Mania. Cryo Bombs, good stuff, good stuff. We love the Cryo Bombs, guys. Stop them cold. So this is going to be the last of the Life Leech Crab. Interesting. Interesting. The Life Leech Crab, guys. I like it. I like it. Okay, so I don't think anyone wants to watch Dynamo's 7 greatest tricks finally revealed. Let's kill that. But yeah, Life Leech Crab, that's some exciting stuff for sure. But today, guys, what I wanted to get into was going over the best hero to use for each, or the best troop composition to use with each hero in Boom Beach. So we're going to start off with the obvious one. That's going to be Brick and the All Zookas. I mean, if you've never played the game before, if you've never done an operation, maybe you wouldn't know this. But Brick, pretty good with the Zookas. Pretty good with the Zookas. You get battle orders lined up, and, you know, you're throwing out some pretty notorious damage there. So that's going to be our first strategy. I feel kind of silly saying it because, like, everyone and their brother, anyone that plays Boom Beach would already know this. It would just be so blatantly obvious. But we have to cover it anyways because Brick is a hero in the game. So obviously battle orders is the only good ability with Brick. The other ones are rarely, if ever, used. And yeah, so you see right here, you get the battle orders on those Zookas, and they just melt everything, guys. They just melt everything. So that would be number one. Oh, we didn't have the volume turned on for, or did we? No, we did. I don't know, man. Chicken didn't sleep at all last night, guys, so we're saying stupid things. That's why. So that's the first one. Pretty obvious. The next one is going to be Kavan and the Ice Shield with Warriors. Now, this could have gone two ways. Because you could also use Kavan with armored units, and it works really well. But I would say, overall, Kavan is basically made to be a hero to be used with warriors. Because you factor in his tribal kind of ethnicities with the warriors, and it just makes too much sense for them to be paired up together. So yeah, if you don't know how to use warriors with Ice Shield, then this is the video for you guys. So basically, you just flare them all together, group them up. Kavan does walk with them nice enough. You want to make sure that they get a little bit of damage on their way to the target, just so Kavan stays with them a little bit better. And then you want to go like this and like this, making sure to get a nice healthy smoke around that HQ, because it should fit Kavan inside it. Now, this is the problem if you don't have any damage done on your troops, that if you don't reverse the smokes at the very end, then you will have some issues with Kavan showing up a little bit earlier. But that can also help you, because then the shock launchers hit Kavan instead of all of your warriors, and it'll only tag a couple of them. So a couple tips and tricks there. So those are the two obvious ones. When you get into Everspark and the other guy, Bully, then it's a little bit more up in the air. But for Everspark, I like to use Critter Swarm. I actually went ahead and maxed out this ability. And I like to use it with Rifle Zooka Medic, without Crying Ears, and with an extra boat of Rifleman. Because you already get critters from Everspark. So having the Critter Swarm and the extra boat of Rifleman just makes it such a... It makes the Swarm factor of this troop composition just that much greater. And I mean, that's what you want to do, right? Is you want to play to the strengths of the... play to the strengths of the troop composition, whatever that ends up being. And in this case, it is definitely just kind of overwhelming everything, just with so many riflemen and critters and everything like that. Second Wind can be used as well, but in my opinion, RZM is the best when paired with Everspark. And that's mainly because, not mainly, but another reason for that is because Kavan's heal ability just is really bad. Just his base heal rate. If he was able to heal up like swarms of riflemen in one shake of his wand, I think then, you know, then you could make an argument for Kavan being more sought after using squishier troops. But for the most part, he doesn't heal worth anything, and yeah, like his heal sucks, and the second one is great because it brings back troops. It actually gets you more troops on the field, but it's also very expensive for the cost of the amount of troops that it actually does bring back. And especially being a Reichman, you're probably going to lose them anyways. So for those reasons, I would rank Everspark a little bit higher than Kavan on using the Warriors. Now, Private Bullet, this is a tough one. This is a really tough one because Energy Drink, there's basically 3 of the best comps with Bullet are going to be Energy Drink with with Grenadiers, tanks, medics, and riflemen. That's kind of been the meta for a few of the past crabs, not all of them, but a few of them. Using Energy Drink with Scorcher Tank or Tank Medic is also very popular, very strong, because Bullet can just tank as himself for the rest of the tanks. And then Shock Knuckles. Shock Knuckles is kind of, you know, it's the chicken's personal favorite. Before we talk about Shock Knuckles, and then obviously Taunt with 2/6 Heavy Zuka, Taunt with Zukas can be a thing. Taunt with Heavy and Zuka is probably the strongest out of all of them, if you're just going to stack one up against another. But I like to use the Shock Knuckles, guys, and I'll show you why right here. So let's load up 2/6 Taunt, and we'll load up the Shock Knuckles. And even Taunt after the nerf, it's still very, very good, guys. It's still very, very good. So here's what I look at when I'm looking at using the Shock Knuckles, is where can I get the absolute most value out of the perfect Shock Knuckles, right? Okay, so we'll go like that. We'll go this, and we'll flare him up here. I don't think that mine is really going to hurt us. So if I can get Bullet to go all the way to the back here and get off a decent Shock Knuckles, we could potentially get a pretty nice shot going on. So we'll go like this. Now I'm going to flare onto the HQ. I'm going to get a pre-shot going on. And I'm going to go like that and like this on that mortar. Throw some critters down as well. And look at this Shock Knuckles guy. It just clips everything on the opposite side of that HQ. And just leaves the whole... all of the defenses are basically frozen now. Was that the perfect Shock Knuckles demonstration and application? Perhaps not. Perhaps not, guys. But we'll try to get it to work on stage 6 or 7 here. So, alright, so I got an idea of where I want to go. And we'll go 1, 2, and then we're going to go Zukas out, Heavies out. We're going to go like this, and we're going to flare them up to the top just so they get out of that smoke a little bit faster. Now, the tough thing with this is getting such a large, kind of awkward group into such a small, tight space. We're going to go 1, 2, and 3, just so we're covered on all angles. Then I'm actually going to do something like this. Now, you can do something like this as well. Actually, I'm going to go like that instead. And watch, I'm not going to use the regular shock at all. I'm just going to use the Shock Knuckles, and that basically saved us. So it's really a GBE saver, more so than anything. Because for 3 GBE, I covered the area that would normally take 2 shocks, right? So if you're able to use it, and then I can just use my regular shocks, you know, I'll get 3 of them if I don't have a ton of GBE, and I can basically have the entire base covered, right? So I think it's extremely valuable. I'm not saying Shock Knuckles is the best to use with Heavy Zuka. I just wanted to use it for fun in the video. I still think that Bullet with Energy Drink and Tank Grand Medic, or Bullet with Energy Drink and Tank Medic / Scorcher Tank are probably the best ways to use, or the strongest ways to use Bullet at the moment. But yeah, let's go ahead like this. And let's see if we can get another Shock Knuckles going off, guys. So we'll go like that. That's a really unfortunate spot for that shock launcher. Let's go like this. You see, I always put the Zukas down first because I want the heavies to walk on the side. Because then if they get clipped by stuff, it's not a big deal. Whereas if the Zukas get clipped by stuff, it is a big deal. So we're going to go right about here, I think. We'll hit a couple mines on the way. Nothing too crazy. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And that should give us a good base to cover off everything. Now I'm going to do a double flare here. So I'm going to flare to the ground, then immediately flare to the HQ just to get them in a bit of a better position. And I'm just going to worry about the shocks behind everybody. Because everything else is going to get hit by Bullet's shock. We can even do a double shock there. And that just clears out everything behind the HQ. And boom, so that stage 7 goes down, back. So guys, that is going to wrap it up the video today. Make sure to let me know down below in that comment section what your favorite troop combination is to use with each hero ability. Was the chicken spot on? Were we way off? Let us know in that comment section, guys. Leave a like on the video if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And I'll see you in that next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.